easy pose, or maybe in hero pose, anything that's comfortable. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Slowly exhale. So we're just starting to connect to our breath. Inhaling into belly, expanding into your rib cage and chest. And then exhaling completely from up, from the chest down to your belly, sucking that navel in. Let's do a few of those full yogic breaths in to the belly. Expanding into your rib cage. So it's quite a lot of effort you need to do to expand fully through your abdomen, your chest, rib cage. And exhale, deflating from your chest down to your belly. Draw your navel in. One more deep breath in. Once you've reached the top of your inhalation, hold the breath. Hold. Hold. And exhale completely. Draw your navel in. Suck your abdominal muscles underneath your rib cage and just gently with your fingertips massage the space underneath your rib cage just to soften the belly a little bit. Still holding the breath. Relax your hands on your knees. Again, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale completely, again, draw your navel in. Bring your chin to chest, round through the back gently. Applying all the locks. And inhale again. One more time, deep breath in. Expanding. And exhale. Chin to chest, round back. Navel is in. Engage your glutes as well as you're trying to lift yourself off the mat. And breathe normally for a couple of moments. Just deep relaxed breath. Notice how the air flows freely now. Flows freely, steadily. Find your smile. Keep your eyes closed for a few moments. Take a deep breath in. And exhale through the mouth. Right, now open your eyes. We're going to start warming up. Hands together in a lock, interlacing your fingers. Reach away from you, round in through the back. Bring your chin to chest, nice round back. Reach all the way to the left. And reach all the way to the right. Begin to do a few of those. Just gently drawing those semicircles with our arms. Each time as we come to the left, lifting arms a bit higher. Coming back to center, reaching out to the right. Reaching out a bit higher. So moving through the round back. And stretching as we get to side stretch. Again, coming forward, round back. Stretching out. And one more time, round back. And lifting. Now arms over the head. Bring your hands together in prayer position. And stretch your arms out to sides. So you want to flex your fingers here, make sure you're almost pushing walls away from you. So the energy flows from your chest all the way to your wrist and up through your fingers. Just stay here breathing, feeling like you're pushing invisible walls away from you. And as you exhale, bring your hands together to give yourself a hug. And inhale, open the chest, bending the elbows, look up. A few times. Hug to chair, open the pose. Moving with the breath. Exhale. Inhale to open, exhale. Inhale to open, and one more time. Inhale, open, stay here. Bring your hands behind you in a lock. Hands together, lift through your heart center. So when we're working on back flexibility, I want to avoid that bend in the lower back. So just imagine that it all comes from your chest. There's an invisible thread coming through from your chest. So your hands behind you, and rather than flexing your lower back too much, lift your chest forward and up, and breathe. Shoulders down. Lovely. Now hands over the head again. Deep breath. As you exhale, right hand, left knee. Left hand behind you, twisting. Look behind. Make sure both seated bones are pressed into the ground evenly. 3 deep breaths. Come back to center, arms up. Reaching straight back. And exhale. Twist to the opposite side. Again, see if you can look to the side or behind you is even better. Lift your arms over the head again. And now extend your legs. Give them a shake. Hands just behind you. Lift through your heart center again. And point and flex your feet. Now pointing your feet. Press your heels into the ground. And lift your hips. Reverse plank pose. Breathe here. Breathe. Slowly finding your way back down. Draw your right knee into chest. Right hand behind you, left arm reaches up and elbow to knee. So twisting again, taking it a bit deeper, Lord of the Fishes. Half Lord of the Fishes, so looking back. From here, see if you can lift your left leg up as well. And breathe, 3 breaths. Release, come back to center. Hands behind you one more time, lifting, reverse plank. Point those feet. Press your hands into the floor. As you come back to center, we're doing the opposite side, exactly the same. Half Lord of the Fishes, lifting, twisting, breathing here. Breathe. And now lift the leg up, hold, and breathe. Coming back to center, extending both legs again. This time, make sure you're sitting on your seated bones. And very slowly, just fold gently. So it's a tiny fold here as we're just warming up. You can just rock side to side. So it's belly towards your thighs. With every exhalation, softening into it. Now grab hold of your right ankle and lift that leg up. We're going to do kind of rowing, so bending the knee in towards the armpit and then reaching all the way forward. So a few of those. So towards you and back forward. Warming up the hip joint, getting all the movement in there. And just freeze here when your knee reaches your armpit. Hold, hold, hold. Place your foot like a square on top of your knee. And just gently stay here, breathing. We're not. If you feel quite comfortable here, you can fold just gently. I haven't done too many folds yet, so it might feel a little bit uncomfortable yet. Now extending both legs again, give them a quick shake. Reach over the head, and as you exhale, fold. Again, breathing. And just allowing your lower back to soften. It's a really good lower back release if you make sure that your back is straight, if you're doing it right. So we're doing the same rowing on the opposite side. Knee towards the armpit, reaching forward. Nice deep warm up of your hip joint. And now bring it towards your armpits, stay here. Just pushing it. Use your hands to push it farther back. Breathe. Now again, placing your ankle on top of your knee. So you see figure 4 when you look down. Maybe pressing your knee just slowly, just gently. Or if you have space and if it feels good, folding down, even just a little bit. Deep breath, don't forget breathing. Now extend your legs again, give them a bit of a shake. Hands behind you. One more time, reverse plank. Navel is in, hips lifted, pressing into your hands. And come back down on the mat. Reach over the head and fold. Deep breaths. Lovely. From here, as you come back, cross your legs into Sukhasana. Hands just in front of you. And we're going to lift hips up to the ceiling and find our way into downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Shoulders away from the ears. Start bending one knee at a time. Come onto your tippy toes, so you make sure that your back is straight. Nice and long spine, relax your neck. And now release your heels just a bit closer to the floor or all the way to the floor if you have space for it. Rock your hips side to side. And now find stillness, look in between your hands. Shift your weight forward into plank. And come back to down dog. So we're going to do a few rolls into up dog. And then come back to down dog, all on straight arms. So reaching straight over, shoulders over your wrists. Then hips go down from here, opening the chest. Lifting hips back, down dog. So let's do 3 of those. Shoulders over wrists, hips down, lift through your heart. Come back to down dog. One more time. Movement like waves. And one more time. So rolling forward, hips down, staying here, shoulders away from the ears, breathe. Come back to downward dog. And now release your knees down on the floor. Take a few moments rest. Virabhadrasana, child's pose. It's a very calming pose, very relaxing. So just enjoy a few moments of peace, a few moments of quiet. Come back to your natural breath. Now from here we'll get into tabletop. And extend the right leg behind. And reach the left arm ahead of you. So this is a long line here. Now, your left arm goes all the way around. Bend your right knee and see if you can grab hold of your ankle. If not, just work towards it. Now, lifting it up, Virabhadrasana pose. Lift, 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 gentle back bend. Remember that the back bend is not just your lower back. Work with your shoulders, opening your chest. And extend. Coming back to center, changing sides. So finding length through the body first, then reaching with your arm behind you, bending the knee. So stay here. If you can't reach, if you can reach, try to lift your thigh higher. So you're going into back bend here, very gently. Remember to breathe. Extend first and come back to neutral position. Round through your back here. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, head down, Virabhadrasana, cat pose. Inhale, Virabhadrasana as you open your heart center. We're doing a few rounds of those. And as you're doing it, really think about each vertebra. What happens there as you move? Notice your shoulders softening. Notice the space in between each vertebra is lengthening. And as you come forward into cow pose, allow your collarbones to move further away as you're stretching out your pectoralis here. Now tuck your toes, gently sit back, maybe releasing your forehead on the floor. Let's take 3 deep breaths. And now come back onto your knees, standing up. So knees hip width apart, hands on your hips. And we're going to draw circles. So shift, well, we'll start with just shifting hips forward. I'll show sideways first. So moving your hips forward and sitting back. Forward and back. So let's do a few of those. Again, warming up through that spine a little bit more. And now as you go back, move all the way to the left, then forward to the right and back again. So just this movement. Changing direction just a couple of times. We're letting our wrists relax as well for a little bit. So holding the dogs, come back to center, shake it off. Extend your right leg out to side. Okay, now lift your arms over the head. Grab hold of your left wrist and reach all the way down to side. That's good. As far as you go, that's fine. Make sure your foot is you're pressing into the outer edge of your foot. Now come back down, hand on the floor, reaching over the head. We're going to bring movement, bring dynamic movement here. So right hand, right leg, left arm over the head, and now left hand down, right arm reaches forward. So let's do another 3 of those. Breathe. And one more. Reach over the head. Find a straight, long line. Stay here, maybe gazing in the direction of your fingers if you can. Now shift the weight onto your left side and extend your right leg up. Really good. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Now both knees together. Changing sides. Inhale, reach up. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Now extending your left leg out. Reaching over the head. Grab hold of your right wrist. Softening through the right side. And now again, variation of side plank. Let's do 3 of those. So reversing first. Coming back to side plank. 2 to go. Reverse. Side plank. And again, reverse. Come back to side plank. And from here, we're going to shift the weight to the right, extend the left leg up. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. And knees together. Relax in child's pose. Or if you feel like you'd like to rest in down dog, that's an option here too. Okay, so when you're ready, find your way up into downward facing dog again. Okay, bring your toes, big toes to touch, and lift your right leg up to the ceiling. Release your feet together. We're going to lift that leg up 3 times. And step down, lift, step down, and lift. Bend your knees, stack hips one on top of the other. Look in between the hands, shift your weight forward, and from here, 1 or 2 steps as you rise up into Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. Okay, so pressing into the outer edge of your back foot. Relax your shoulders, fingers working here. Gaze in the direction of your middle finger. Sink deeper into your knee. Beautiful. We're going to reverse our Virabhadrasana. So release your back hand onto your leg. Reach over the head. And as you come forward, bring the hand inside the foot. Side angle. Let's do 3 of those. Reverse Virabhadrasana. Side angle. So same position we were doing just now, just from warrior two. Side angle. And last time, reverse. Come back to side angle. Release both hands onto the floor. Square feet facing forward to the front of the mat. We're going to twist. And now bring both hands to frame the foot. Release your knee down on the floor. Arms over the head. Bend your elbows open through your heart center. And now hands behind you in a lock. Look through your chest. So your option to stay here, or if you have space, bring your hands down towards the floor so your fingertips are reaching the mat as you're lifting through your chest. Good. Now hands on the floor to frame the foot, and we'll rock back and forth a few times here, stretching all the hips. So sitting back into runner's stretch, nice straight leg, coming forward, opening through the heart center. One more time. Extend your leg, flex your feet, your foot. Come back forward. When you come forward, you really want to lift the chest forward and up. One more time, extend. So see you've got nice long extended leg here. Breathe. And now shift your weight forward. From here, heel toe your foot to the edge of the mat. So you're going to place the shin down on the floor as parallel to the front of the mat as possible and comfortable. So listen to yourself, listen to your body here. Pigeon pose. So just a few moments to rock onto your hip and onto the other one. So just moving, settling in. And when you feel you're okay here, you're comfortable enough, place your forearms on the floor. Go even deeper, releasing your forehead down. Again, it is important here to listen to your body so you can not harm yourself, but bring all the benefits of all these poses, so stretching the glute here nicely. It is a really good pose for active people, cyclists, runners, walkers. If you walk quite a lot during the day, that's a really good one. Okay, really good. Now walk your hands back. Stay in here for a couple of moments again. Rock side to side in your pigeon variation. And now we're going to roll back onto the hip. Bring the foot to press into your thigh. Rotate your chest to face your left leg. And from here, hold. Breathe. Breathe. Relax. So we are relaxing here. Slowly walk your hands back. Extend both legs out, not too wide. Place your right hand behind you. Rotate your feet to face to the right as well. And from here, lift your hips up. So you're pressing into your hand, using the strength of your legs, and then coming back down. Hands come to the front of the mat as you find your way back into downward facing dog. And now from here, shifting your weight forward into plank. Knees on the floor, untucking your toes, gliding into cobra, or maybe sphinx is a good one this morning, depends on how you feel. In either cobra or sphinx, just make sure that you really dig in your fingers into your mat as you try to dig fingers in and pull the mat towards you. This really helps to push your chest forward. Lovely. Now let's come back to downward facing dog again. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Lovely deep breath. We'll do the same on the left side. So lift the left leg up and step it down. 3 to go. So lift and step it down. Lift, step it down. One more time, lift. Open your hip and step your foot through. So we're getting into warrior 2 again. Okay, so make sure you press into the outer edge of your back foot. Okay, find your alignment, just gently tucking in through your tailbone. So your trunk is sitting right over the hips, so no leaning forward, no leaning back, just directly over your hips. Good. Okay, now we're going to reverse. And from here, bring hand down on the floor for side angle. Coming back to reverse. And then side angle. Try not moving your legs, just the upper body. One more time, reverse. Come back to side angle. And now from here, both hands on the floor, rotating your feet to face forward. And twist. Breathe. Nice straight back leg. Release both hands down on the floor to frame the foot. Knee comes onto the floor, onto the mat. Lift arms over the head. And now bend your elbows, hands behind you in a lock. Lift. If you want a little bit more, again, hands can go down to the floor, towards the mat, as you're rolling your shoulders back and lifting through your heart. Now bring both hands down to frame the foot. Shift your weight back. So again, run a stretch. Moving back and forth. Oh, hello. So a few times. One more time, coming forward. Coming back, release your chest down towards your leg. And as you come back forward, slowly heel toe your foot to the edge of the mat. Shin down on the floor, getting ready for that pigeon again. So rock all the way onto your hip, then to the other side. So getting comfortable. My cat just came back from a walk and she's trying to be a bit naughty. Just there, you can't see it, but quite funny. Okay, so once you're comfortable in your pigeon, forearms down on the floor. Or maybe softening your chest down to the ground as much as comfortable. Okay, let's stay here. Let's just breathe here. Releasing all the tension, all the excess, residual stuff that we no longer require. Walk your hands back. Stay here, just rolling side to side for a couple of breaths. And now roll back onto your hips. Extend your leg. Press your foot into your thigh. Reach over the head and fold as far as you like, as far as it is comfortable as well. Allow your breath to flow freely, enjoyably. And now we're going to again extend both legs out, not too wide. Release feet to the left, left hand behind you, and lifting the hips up. So see how it feels, quite a nice length stretch out through the body. Find your way back down, both hands on the floor, and step back from here into downward facing dog. Shifting your weight into plank. I'll stay in plank for 3, 2, 1. And now find your way into cobra. From your cobra, make sure you're using your back muscles rather than pushing yourself too high. Now lift your hands off the floor, legs off the floor. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Now release your forehead down on the mat. Bend your right knee. Lift both hands and your right knee off the floor, and see if you can extend your left leg as well. 3, 2, 1. Take another breath to relax. Now bend your left knee, lift it, lifting your hands and chest off the floor and extending the right leg. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Come back down on the mat. Just gently rock your hips side to side to release your lower back. And now bend both knees. See if you can bring your hands to grab hold of your ankles. If you can't, use a scarf, use a strap, any piece of material. And now we're lifting legs up, opening the shoulders. Breathe. Lift and breathe. Slowly find your way out. Stretch both arms out. So stretching the right arm out and gently rolling to the right side. See if you can bring your hands behind, both hands behind you, maybe in a lock even. Stay here, breathe. Come back to center and changing sides. So again, left shoulder on the floor, rolling all the way to the left. Bring both hands behind if you can. And come back to center. Take a moment and child's pose. With your arms by the sides so we can rest. Okay. As you come back up, find your way sitting down on the mat, sitting down on the floor with your straight back, bending your knees. So a little bit of core work now. Place your hands behind and your left knee over the right one. If you can do eagle legs, that's even better. If not, just keep one knee over the other one. And now extend your arms in front of you, variation of boat. From here, slowly find your way down into low boat, Ardha Navasana, and come back to Navasana. Bring your knees in. Again, extending legs, lower back on the floor. Coming back Navasana. From here, let's change sides. Again, either knees, one on top of the other, or eagle pose. Arms ahead. Ardha Navasana. Coming up, squeeze your knees in. One more time. Squeeze your knees in. Extend your legs. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cross your legs. Inhale, open your chest. Just gently move side to side. And now from here, squeeze your knees into your chest and roll all the way back down on the floor. Taking time to massage your lower back. That's really good. Allow yourself to slow down. So we'll be slowing down now towards the end of the practice. Place your feet down on the floor by your glutes. If you can grab hold of your ankles here, that's great. If not, just keep your hands on the floor and lift your hips up in bridge pose. Chin to chest. Squeeze your knees in together. Breathe. 3, 2, and 1. Come onto your tippy toes. Slide your hands underneath. Okay, so underneath your sort of lower, your lower back at the top of your bottom, and then lift your right leg up. Bring it down. Left leg up, and maybe both legs up. So it's not a shoulder stand, just a way to keep your legs up in the air. You can play around with different variations. See how it feels. And maybe from here going into shoulder stand. Point your toes, navel is in. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Bring your soles of the feet together and push your knees out for diamond shaped leg. Now split your legs. Changing sides. Again, lift them up. And from here, with control, bring your feet behind your head. Even if you can't reach, just allow them to hang in the mid-air. If you can't reach, walk your feet as far as you can. And then see if you can bend your knees by your ears. From here, we're going to safely find our way out. One vertebra at a time, knees to chest. Extend your legs all the way down. Slide your hands underneath your glutes. And lift through your chest, releasing your head down to the floor. A fish pose. Finding your way back down on the mat. We'll do twist and dynamic now. So stretch your arms out. Inhale, knees to the left, look to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, twist to the opposite side. Inhale, come back to center. One more time. Twist. Come back to center. Now cross your legs or do eagle pose if you like. Twisting to the right, look to the left. 3 breaths here. Come back to center. Change sides. Twist. I don't have much space here. 3 nice breaths. Come back to center. Lift your legs up. Hold your thighs, shins, ankles, or your big toes, wherever you can reach. Straight legs and bring them closer to your chest. Trying to push your lower back into the floor at the same time. Breathe, maybe gently moving one leg at a time. Just bringing a bit of movement, stretching them out. Or you can even draw circles here. So just taking time to slow down. Let's get into happy baby here as well, while we're here on the back. Just make it an easy variation. Roll side to side. Feel your hips. Feel how open your hips are. And extend your legs up again. Point your toes. Point. Make sure you stretch through your fingers here as well. It's a dead bug variation pose. I don't know what it's called really. And from here, make sure you press your shoulders into the floor. Now relax your hands, relax your feet. Feel the weight of your legs and your arms, grounding you down, pressing you softly into the floor. Feel the spine all the way, relaxing on the mat. Feel the space in between each vertebra. And now slowly extend your arms over the head. Slowly bend your knees to bring soles of the feet together, knees pointed out. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth completely. One more time. And now from here you can start finding your way into a comfortable position on the mat. Getting ready for your Savasana. Stretching out through your shoulders, making sure your arms are in a comfortable position by the side. Allow your legs to sink into the mat, just very gently, just very slowly. Notice any sensations in your toes and your fingers. Notice how relaxed you feel at this point in your practice, how good it is to just rest once you've finished your physical practice. So slowly allow yourself to rest and repeat to yourself, I am relaxed. I am relaxed. I am relaxed. Notice that even though you're completely still, there is still movement happening in the body. There's still gentle rise in your abdomen and in your chest. This movement is happening all the time since the moment you were born, without any control by you. It's always there, keeping you functioning. So just feel gratitude to the fact that you can notice those things, that what we take for granted in life is actually the most important. And even though the breath is flowing through your nose, allow it to flow from your throat down to your abdomen as you inhale. And then as you exhale, up from your abdomen to your throat. You can see perhaps a beautiful golden bead floating with your breath as you breathe in down to your abdomen. And as you breathe out, up to your throat. And as this golden bead is moving, it is spreading gentle golden strings and rays of light that flow further into your body. Flow all the way into your fingertips, through your arms, into your toes, down through the legs, into your third eye center, through your head space. And now as you focus on your third eye center, just allow all the thoughts to melt away as your eyeballs sink deeper into their sockets, and all you have in front of you, in front of your eyes and your forehead, is this beautiful space called Siddhikasha that can give you any answers to the questions that you have in life. So just take a moment to notice what's in front of you as you are resting here.